Hello students, today we are going to start the sixth unit, and in sixth unit it is about electrical installation. So there is a very important topic known as power measurement. So we have studied about power in DC circuits also and in AC circuits also, that is unit 1 and 2. So we are quickly going to revise what power is and then we will start with power measurement. So in DC the power was given as V into I watts. Okay, where V is the voltage and I is the current and the unit of power is in watts. If we apply Ohm's law to this, then power can be also written as V equals to I. It can be also written as V square by R, or it can be also written as I square R watts. So any of the three form you can calculate the power in DC circuit. Now coming to AC. In AC, for each circuit we have studied power triangle. What the power triangle was? There was P power, active power in the base, Q or reactive power in the perpendicular, and S or apparent power in the hypotenuse. Okay, we were getting a right angle power triangle. So we were having three power in that AC circuit. So we'll be studying about each power. We will recall about that. So the first one is active power or real power or true power, which was denoted as capital P. So this capital P is given as V into I into cos phi, where V is the RMS voltage, I is the RMS current, phi is the angle between this voltage and current, and cos phi is the power factor, and the unit of this power is watts. It can be also in kilowatts or megawatts. So this is what active power was. Then coming to reactive power. Reactive power is denoted as capital Q, and the unit of reactive power is volt ampere reactive. Capital V, capital A, small r. So reactive power was given as V into I into sin phi, where V is the RMS voltage, I is the RMS current, and sin phi, phi is the angle between voltage and current. So this unit is VAR. It can also be in kVAR or MVAR. Now coming to apparent power, the hypotenuse, in the power triangle, the hypotenuse was denoted as the apparent power. So apparent power is capital S. So its unit is volt ampere. So capital S and its unit is volt ampere. So apparent power can be given as V into I. Also in terms of that power triangle or in terms of complex power, S can be denoted as P plus J times Q, where J is the complex J. Okay, so this can be the unit of this apparent power can be in volt ampere or kilovolt ampere or megavolt ampere. Just recall about transformer. We have studied that the rating of transformer is always in volt ampere. So rating of transformer is always in apparent power. Why was the rating of transformer in volt ampere? Because the losses of the transformer. What are the two kind of losses in transformer? Two kind of main losses, that is core loss and iron loss, and iron loss was again divided into eddy current loss and hysteresis losses. So that losses are not at all dependent on the power factor, they're only dependent upon the voltage and current. So the rating of transformer is in VA. Whether, but for the other machines the rating will be in watts. It will be in watts or kilowatts. So for motor, generators and all what we have studied, that the machine, its rating will be in watts or kilowatts. So for AC, when we measure the average power, okay, AC is a continuously varying quantity. We have studied about AC. So if we want to measure average thing in AC, then what we need to do? We need to integrate the whole area and we need to divide by the length of the x-axis. That was the basic thing what we are doing to find out average. So again, if we need to find out the average power, then what we are doing? 1 upon time period, where time period is the total length of the x-axis, and we are integrating the area up till that. So 0 to time period, voltage into current, V of t into I of t dt. So this will give us the average power in AC. Now coming to power measurement, you just read about Blondel's theorem. Okay, what Blondel suggested, how a power can be measured. So for measuring power, we have a device called watt meter. So watt is the unit of power and meter means a device to measure something. So watt meter will be measuring the power. So wattmeter symbolically is denoted as such. Pardon for this circle, it should be a perfect circle. So there are 4 points in the wattmeter. This M is the main point, C is the common point, L is the line or load point, and V is the voltage point. And we are having 2 coils. The one coil is in a form of shape of inductor with only one turn, and this is called as current coil. This is always connected in series and used to measure the current for the load. The next coil is denoted in the form of resistance, and this is called pressure coil or voltage coil. So this is used for measurement of voltage. So this is always connected across in parallel, because we know voltage across a parallel is same and current in the series is same. So this is how it is connected. Now let us see how it is connected to a load. So for a single phase system, we have a live wire, line wire, or a phase wire. Okay, we are having 3 phase, suppose ABC or RYB. So any one of that phase and a neutral wire. In a star connection we are having neutral also. So any one of that phase and neutral wire will make a single phase connection. So that one phase wire and one neutral wire, and this is connected to the load over here. This load is suppose any fan or tube light at your home. So how you are measuring the power over there? You will be connecting a wattmeter, and wattmeter is connected as such. This current coil is connected in series with the load in order to measure the current, and this pressure coil or voltage coil is connected as parallel with the load in order to measure the voltage. So M is the main, L is the load or line point, C is the common point, V is the voltage point, CC is the current coil, and PC is the pressure coil. So power measured by this wattmeter will be given as P equals to VI cos phi, where V is the voltage, I is the current in RMS, and phi is the angle between voltage and current. This is how single phase power measurement can be done. So for single phase there was one phase and one wattmeter is required. So now if we want to measure power in 3 phase, then definitely we'll require 3 wattmeter. Okay, so before going to power into 3 phase, what was the equation of 3 phase power? We have, if you recall the basics of 3 phase in the lecture video, you will see for both the delta connection and star connection, because 3 phase can be connected both ways in delta or star. The 3 phase power in term was given as 3 into V phase I phase into cos of phi, where V phase was the phase voltage, I phase was the phase current, and phi is the angle between V phase and I phase, and cos phi is the power factor. Or in terms of line current and line voltage, it can be written as root 3 times VL into IL cos phi. So this two equations is similar for both star and delta. So this is how 3 phase power was measured. So for 3 phase we would be requiring 3 wattmeter. So if we connect 3 wattmeter, okay, to each delta or star, if we are connecting 3 wattmeter each wattmeter in each phase, then the total power will be given as V1 plus V2 plus V3. W1 plus W2 plus W3. So this will be the sum of this will be the total power of the 3 phase. Also this 3 phase, so this W1, what this W1 is doing, it is measuring the phase current and phase voltage of the first phase. This is measuring the phase current and phase voltage of second phase, and this is measuring the phase current and phase voltage of the third phase. But we can also measure the 3 phase power by 2 wattmeter method. So how we are going to see this? And this 2 wattmeter method is very important method of power measurement. There is a derivation of this, that how 3 phase power can be measured with 2 watt meter. So that derivation is not important for first year students, but if in order to understand that how we are coming to this, how 3 phase power can be measured just by 2 watt meters, you can just once go through it. Okay, so this is for a star connection. How this arrangement is done, see, 1 watt meter is connected, and this watt meter, the current coil of this watt meter will be measuring this IR current, but the voltage coil of this watt meter is going to measure VR B. Okay, it is going to measure this voltage. It is not going to measure the phase voltage, it is going to measure the line voltage. Similarly, for the wattmeter connected over here, this is going to measure the line voltage, line current or phase current, because line current and phase current is same in star connection. And then this is going to measure the line voltage V by B. So like this, if you add up this two, if the reading of this wattmeter is W1 and if the reading of this wattmeter is W2, and if you add this two up, then you are going to get power equals to W1 plus W2. Similar connection can be made for delta connection load. So this is a very important method, 2 wattmeter method of power measurement. Now even 3-phase power can be measured by 1 wattmeter method. So how we are measuring by 1 wattmeter method is that we are going to connect only single wattmeter, which is going to measure the load. This current coil is going to measure the current in this single phase, okay, or the single line. And this 1 wattmeter can be only valid for a balanced connection, balanced star or balanced delta connection. This is not valid for unbalanced, because in unbalanced current and voltages will be different. In balanced condition only the current and voltages will be same. So this is how 1 wattmeter is connected. Two times we need to use the readings of this wattmeter. First time we'll be connecting it to switch 1. Then what this is going to measure? It is going to measure the current through this line, and it is going to measure the voltage of VR Y, this line voltage. So first reading will be suppose W1 watts. Now after that we'll be moving the switch to point 2. So it will be measuring the power for this, the power in which the line voltage will be VRV. So suppose the switch 2, the wattmeter reading is W2 watts. So again the power will be equals to W1 plus W2. So this is how power measurement can be done.